All right, hello, boys and girls. I am recording today's read aloud, and this one is to help us compare two of my favorite books about being brave. So, what we learned with Jabari Jumps, we learned about how Jabari was very brave and he went and dove into that pool, right? So he was really afraid. You can tell he was afraid because he kept letting everyone keep passing him. And then his dad told him to believe in himself and just take a deep breath and that he could do it. And he knew he could do it. You know how he knew? Yes, because he passed swimming class. Good. He was ready. Good. He just needed to believe in himself and be brave. And when he did, he jumped and he was able to splash and go off the diving board. So it was a great accomplishment. And it takes a lot for us to be brave, especially when there's times like, what's going on right now with COVID or what we see outside of our homes. And we want to make sure that no matter what, we continue to be brave and always think of what we can do to be brave. So in instance for Jabari, he had to believe in himself and know that he could do it. So if Jabari can do it and be brave, all of us can be brave. In this story, it's called Be Brave Little Penguin. We're going to learn about a little penguin who was so brave. You guys are it's going to knock your socks off. All right. So you guys are going to love this story. Let's read it. I'm going to put it on our screen so you guys can see what it's all about. Okay. Here we go. All right. Be brave, little penguin. Little penguin looks just like all the other penguins. He has a little orange beak. He has two tiny wings. He has a soft white belly, or tummy, sorry. But little penguin is not like all the other penguins. He doesn't like diving under the blue waves, and he doesn't like splashing in the sparkling ocean. Little penguin is scared of the water. Who's scared of the water? No, some of us. Everyone loves playing in the snow. Little penguin likes the ice, helter skelter best. He slides around and around and around. This is so much fun, giggles little penguin. The other penguins dive into the water. Come with us, little penguin, they call. But little penguin is too scared. Everyone loves sliding on the ice. They whiz and spin and skid. Little penguin goes fastest of all, but then, help! He wibbles and wobbles on the very edge. I nearly fell in, he gasped, but his little wings trembled. Poor little penguin, said little seal cub. Cub, good. Don't worry, I'll play with you. Little penguin and little seal cub race and chase each other. Then they go around the icy glaciers and through the powdery snow. Then, whoops, little penguin skids on the ice. Help! Cried the little penguin. Swoosh! He slides down the snowbank. Uh-oh, splash and sploosh. Little penguin is in the water. At first, he is scared, but then he kicks his legs. He flaps his little wings, and whoosh, suddenly he's swimming. This isn't scary, said little penguin. This is fun. The little penguin pops back on the ice. That was great, he laughs. Do you want to do it again? Asked little seal cub. Yes, please, said little penguin. Then he sees little polar bear standing on the ice. Come and play with us, called little penguin. I'm not sure, whispers the little polar bear. The water is a bit scary. Little penguin gives a great big smile. I know exactly how you feel, he says. I used to be scared too. Whee! Little penguin and little polar bear slide and splash into the water. Little penguin and his friends have lots of fun playing in the sea. I'll never be scared of the water again, said little penguin, and he never was. Oh. The end. Awesome. So in this story, boys and girls, what did we notice about the little penguin? Good. Yes. He was rather afraid of the water. Good. Good. What did he have to do? What did he have to do to get over how scared he was? Yes. So he became so brave. Good. When he fell in that water, he slid right into it, right? Good. And he didn't know what to do at first or what to think about it because he had never done it before. So for him, it was a little scary, right? But once he was in there, he realized, I can totally do this. Good. So he was so brave and realized I can do it. And because he was so brave, how did he help someone else? Good. When you are not afraid and you are so brave, you can help your friends just like Penguin helped little polar bear. So he told little polar bear, I was once afraid too, but now I'm not. So if you're able to share how brave you are, it will help someone else be just as brave as you were as well. Now remember, being brave is a big deal right now because we want to make sure that we show how brave we are every single day because I know and I believe in you and that you can do it. Okay, so I want you to tell yourself that. Say, I am brave. Good. All right, so today what we're going to do in connection with both stories, we have Jabari Jumps and the little penguin. And I want you guys to think about a connection that you guys can have between you and a book. Okay, so one time I was very, very brave because I went into the ocean. I went swimming. Okay, so I can think about times when I was very brave. Now I want you to think about a time that you were very brave. And here are the directions. You'll need a connection. So the connections page looks just like this. Oh, sorry. In the story, Jabari showed bravery by going up the tall ladder and diving. Illustrate a time that you showed bravery. A time that you showed bravery. Okay, so Jabari went up that ladder and dove into the water. Okay, just like that, and just like how the little penguin jumped in that water, I want you to show me a time that you were brave and what you did to be brave. Okay, so for example, we can talk about the ocean, we can talk about jumping in the pool, we can talk about any other instance that you could have been brave. So I want you guys to draw your own version of it. So Miss D shared a story with you guys about she went to the ocean and she jumped in the waves. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the ocean and I'm gonna draw Miss D. I'm gonna draw my hair. Okay, and then I'm going to draw and my board. There we go. Misty. Oh, she has a skirt on, huh? So silly. I always got to draw a dress. All right, so I'm going to color my surfboard, and I'm going to say that I went in the ocean one day, and I went catching some waves in the hot sun. There we go. So Misty was one day very brave, and she jumped in the ocean with her surfboard. Now, I was very brave because the waves were very strong, okay? So it was a little scary, but even though Misty was a tiny bit afraid, she believed in herself, and she did it. So just like I did it, I know you can do it too, because you are all such brave students. So I want you guys to think about one time that you were super brave. And think about how Jabari was super brave and he jumped on that ladder and he dove into the water. I want you to think about a time you were just as brave as Jabari, okay? And I want you to illustrate that for me right here on Connections. When you are done, take a picture, send it to me on Seesaw. All right, boys and girls, I'll see you on Hangout.